on, guys. That's not considerate. That's kind of mean. E4 is broken. Yes, E4 is the broken move. So we got this move E4 here. That white played. So after E4, D5 playing the Scandinavian defense, and y'all just thought that people under 500 ELO, they play H4, H4, A4. You are completely wrong. They actually do mistakes, which you're gonna see, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. Like most beginners nowadays in 2024 play real openings, surprisingly. And we're gonna be going over some tips and tricks for all of you who is under 1,000 ELO so that you can get better and get above that rating. Because I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. What do y'all think was played next year? Chess, Farrell, chess and Farrell in the same sentence? I can't say that. Can someone explain ELO? ELO is just the measure of your strength in chess. And so on chess.com, when you play a lot of games, you're measured by your ELO, which is a certain number, and the tippity top of that ELO, not on chess.com, but in like over the board chess is 28 something right now. That's the top. And we're all the way at the bottom. What is your ELO? My ELO is 2200 on chess.com. My ELO is 2200. Push that pawn up to protect. What are you doing? Okay. Pole. Yeah, you're correct. So he did knight to c3 here. And so you can kind of expect where this is going. Because most professional players just like take the pawn and go down the line of the Scandinavian and not be afraid of it. But we're trying to develop the knights. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty good. We got d4 attacking our knight. And then now we're going to have to put our knight on one of the best squares, which is what? And I'm just going to tell you right now, black already has like a little small advantage since we didn't capture that pawn. So if you are playing against a Scandinavian, if you're an e4 player, you have to you gotta just capture the pawn. Don't try to do something new. Just capture the pawn. And I know you're wondering like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm an intermediate, I'm an advanced player. Like, no, most of you isn't. I'm just gonna assume most of you not. Like, I'm being disrespectful today. This is a disrespectful stream. This is a disrespectful stream. Knight b5, not the best move exactly, because with knight b5, you're not really, like, where are we going with the knight? What are we doing? With knight b5, you're not really threatening anything, and they're just gonna put our knight to a3, and that's really bad. That's really bad. What are we doing? And he actually did one of the best moves in this position. What are we doing here? Question. Oh yeah, y'all can ask any questions during this live stream. I don't really care. I will answer as many questions as possible. And plus too, if you want me to do videos that you are interested in, then go to my YouTube channel and like just comment the videos that you want me to do and want me to focus on that you're having trouble in. I don't mind doing that either. But not in this chat. You're gonna have to go somewhere else because I'm gonna need a little bit of favor from you. Now, play. What are we doing here? Knight to e2. Yeah, knight to e2. Let's get it. So knight c to e2 in this position. That's what he played here. Even though the computer actually wanted knight to b1, but this was the other move that could have happened here. And then we got this like d3 move that happened, which after d3, it gives the advantage back to white for some reason. I'm guessing it's because we could do a move like knight to g3, and now they're going to be like trading their center pawn, which if you didn't know, the center pawns are really important so that we can control the center squares. And when we control the center squares, we control the game, get more space. It's really awesome for us. And you know, we have a happy time. And so after c takes on d3, which wasn't the best move, but I digress. Come on, let's just keep on playing. Bishop to d7. And then we have this move queen b3, and this is a game that is under 500 ELO still, just for you to know. Bishop, and then we have this move bishop to e6. Yes, that move was played. What principle is there like that black already broke in here? Do y'all know? What principle did black already break? Aren't you teaching? I am teaching. What principle did black already break? And plus, this is an interactive lesson, all right? If you're not commenting, you're probably not going to gain as much knowledge, as much understanding of the position. If you're not forcing your brain to figure out what exactly happened here, that is wrong. Losing a tempo, it is losing a tempo. Hello, Silent, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Now,
Silent Board 11 followed your channel.
don't block pawn. What do you think white did here? What is the best move that white can do? Because we're basically just giving up the middle. He cannot cover as much ground. So the main thing that black wanted to do was attack the queen on b3, right? That was the main threat. But in the opening, we should not be moving our pieces twice. And plus, when we're playing chess, what is my opponent's threat? When we did queen b3, we're attacking this b7 pawn. The bishop went to e6. This is a one move threat. Now they're gonna have to pay for it with this move queen takes on b7. That is what white played here. After queen takes on b7, knight to d7, because you gotta keep on developing pieces. And now white is gonna, they're not gonna play the best moves, but what do you think white played here? This is not Grandmaster games. This is a game that I found on chess.com under 500 ELO that we're just gonna learn, and we're gonna learn what not to do. All right, we're gonna learn what not to do. He left his rogue exposed. He left his rook exposed. Yeah, the rook was attacked, but they developed the knight. They lost the b pawn, and we're just gonna have to do the best moves here. Take rook. Well, we can't take rook because the queen is protecting the rook right there. We can't take rook. I am looking at all the chess just to make sure what's going on here. Silent, hey, how you doing? Queen takes on a8 is not the best move. Dude, how many of y'all want to do the Botez Gambit? Come on now, let's pay attention. Develop knight. Yeah, we could have developed knight. We could have developed knight, but I'm just going to move on with this game because it's gonna get a little bit crazy. Queen c6 happened here. After queen c6, got this terrible move f5, and then what happens next? What do y'all think is the best move here after the move f5? Because there's the engine best move, and then there's the move that was actually played in this game. So what do y'all think is the best move here? I want y'all to find all the mistakes for yourself. This is a lesson, not trying to find like grandmaster moves, but like the top engine move here, which should be a little bit simpler since this is a game under 500 ELO. This is like, what did f5 do? Which is bad. Rook f4, knight f3, knight. Why y'all saying knight f3? What the heck is going on? A knight d4? Yeah, smasher. Yeah, he got the right move. Sung Jin Woo, man, hey, you're a really good protagonist, sir. NKT, you will get a shout out if you guess the best move. That's how this generally goes. But so the best move is clearly, if you didn't see it, you need to look at your forcing moves, checks, captures, and threats. Queen takes on e6. This is literally just a free bishop. And this is what type of lesson this is going to be, because all of you got this wrong. Y'all wanted to do knight to f3 for some reason. Take the free pieces. If you're a beginner, like, I understand. If your opponent gives you free pieces, we take them. We take the free pieces, right? We don't do the moves that was played here, like knight to f4. Like, why would we do knight to f4 when the piece was already free to capture? And this is the type of games that I'm glad y'all getting it, right? This is the type of game that we're going over here. This is a beginner game that most of y'all go through, and I get it. I understand. I used to be a beginner too. Let's continue. And if you want me to analyze y'all game, if you're a beginner under 1000 ELO, put it in the Discord. That would be pretty cool. Knight to f4. The bishop moved back because you know, they found out that their piece was being attacked twice. And then we have this next move, which is what? What was the next move for white in this position? And I actually forgot if white won or lost this. Oh snap! They lost this, but we're gonna be on both people's side. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. I appreciate it. I don't see the bishop. I got it. I'm glad you got it. Who was that? Pineapple guy. I'm glad you got it. Take pawn. What pawn? What's going on here? What pawn are we taking? It's yellow and brown pieces. Well, generally the pieces that you play over the board is white and black, and I'm used to that, right? And so even though these pieces are yellow and brown, I'm not gonna be like move the yellow piece. That just sounds disgusting. And you're probably wondering, okay, if you don't want to say that, why do you got the yellow pieces and brown pieces? Do not think that far. That is ridiculous. Let me just teach chess. So all the people that are saying just take a pawn, you are correct. Yeah, just take take the free pieces. It's really easy to play chess at this level. Just take the free pieces. Let's make sure no mistakes happens from now on. After e takes on f5, we have this horrible move e6 that happened here. And what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this position? What moves do we do next? Because yeah, they did this move. They wanted to push this pawn down because they want to develop this bishop and this knight. That was their five-head move here, which is understandable because their position was very cramped. But you still have to keep account of like the squares that you can't go to. So what are we doing here? Push knight? Push knight where? Take on e6. Take on e6. This is too easy. Yeah, this is a completely beginner lesson because there's a lot of people. Surprisingly, there is a lot of people under like 1,000 ELO on chess.com, but I'm here to help you out. So this pawn can get captured because it's being attacked literally 3 times. But which piece do we capture this pawn with? Which piece? This is a lesson for y'all. Which piece do we capture this pawn with? I'm a super beginner. Exactly. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you, super beginner. I'm doing this for you. F5, we take with the F5 pawn. That's it. All right. Okay. F takes on E6. Good job. F takes on E6, forking the 2 pieces. What is a fork? A fork is when one piece is attacking multiple pieces. That pawn is attacking multiple pieces. And the horrible thing about it is that knight can't even move out the way because it's pinned. That queen on c6 is pinning that knight to the king. And if the knight moves, that would be an illegal move. And so after f takes on e6, queen to f6. What is the best move here? I want everybody to say the best move here. What do y'all think? Nice big fork. I'm also a super beginner, but I have never had an opponent play as bad as black. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. You must be a little bit higher ELO then. Everybody sees the best move? Like, y'all should immediately see it. If you don't immediately see it, then this is what you need to do. You need to get you a puzzle book, and it needs to be checkmate in 1. Like, it should be as many, I don't care how many puzzles there is in that book of Checkmate in 1, but you need to buy that book immediately or go to chess.com. You got a premium membership, do puzzles just in Checkmate in 1 and just constantly do that until you can find them easily, because most of you are saying the correct move. Queen takes on d7. This was checkmate in 1. Queen takes on d7. Pawn is protecting the queen. The king can't capture the queen because of the pawn. The king can't go anywhere else. Checkmate. That is not what was played here. We got the move e takes on d7, and this is how the game is gonna. this is when the real game starts. All right. This is when the real game starts. We got this move e takes on d7. And I know it's very difficult to win a game that you're like basically dominating in for a beginner, and we're gonna talk about that, because after king to d8, what is the best move here? What is the best move? We're gonna figure out what happens here. What happens at the end? He loses queen. You said white lost this game. I did say white lost this game, but for right now they're winning. And we're on the winning side until white stops winning. We're on the winning side until white stops winning. David, thank you. There we go. We got we got Aaron Roberts. Yep. We got all of them saying we're gonna take the rook on a8, and gladly that's what white did here. We're gonna take that rook, and so the king takes on d7, and then the move that we did next. We're not developing pieces yet, but I guess, so what happens to beginners is they don't focus on developing. They know the opening principles, but they don't focus on it after like they're able to like take a lot of pieces. And so we got this next move, which isn't the best move, but I mean, it's a move. Queen takes on f8, right? We wanna take as many pieces as possible. We're still winning. I'm just saying that it just makes me uncomfortable with the king still in the center and none of our pieces developed. After queen takes on f7, knight to e7. Yes, this move was actually played. And then we have this next move that was played. What do y'all think is the best move right now? For all the beginners in the chat, like, what do you think is the best move right now? This is a very easy lesson, but it is super important. It's super important, and it's crucial that we keep our focus consistent on the best move. It's a very simple lesson, but we need to keep our focus.
217 followed your channel.
Queen takes bishop, queen takes bishop, queen h8. Queen takes on h8. Everybody's saying queen takes on h8. We all agree all together that queen takes on h8 is the best move, right? Yeah, yeah, just a free rook, easy, like easy move. That was the main purpose of knight e7. If we're already in the mode of taking pieces, why do we not take the rook? Thank you, and Innate Optimist for the raid. I appreciate it. And 19 viewers too, which is awesome. But I'm gonna surprise y'all with something after this music shuts off right quick. I'm gonna surprise y'all with the move that White played here. And I'm glad that most of you actually seen this move, queen takes on h8, because White actually did this move, g3. Yeah. It's not a victory song anymore. I know you hear the Final Fantasy VII victory song, but it's not a victory song anymore. We got this move G3 that was played. I know. And let me officially do the move on the board. G3. What do y'all think about this? Like, cool move. This was actually the best move in the previous position, but now after G3, Rook takes on F8. White is in like shambles because beginners don't know what to do exactly on the chessboard after the queen is off the board. We're gonna stick to White's side a little bit still, but it's gonna get worse for them. So what do you think is the best move for White to do? Because they're still technically winning. There's only actually one best move for White. And this is what happens when your king is still in the center and you're not developed and you've taken all your opponent's pieces with your queen and then you suddenly lose your queen. What is the best move? If you're really so good at chess, then answer this amazing question. How do you win on your first move? I don't know, you bribe them, pay them money. Hey, can you like resign right quick? And then, yeah, that's how you do it. If you're a billionaire. Bishop h3. I'm gonna see if somebody can find the best move here. This is what happens when you lose your queen, you didn't counsel your king, you didn't develop any of your pieces. What is the best move? I bet y'all won't find it. I bet y'all won't find it. Like, I'm looking at the chat right now. I bet y'all won't find it. You really are good at chess. Exactly. What is the best move? I think I see Matt, wait a minute. No, Brain Nourishment was the only one that found it. Brain Nourishment was the only one that found it. Weirdly enough, for the white pieces, the only best move was h4. Only best move, computer move, right? Like, who's doing h4 right here? What is the purpose of doing h4 in this position? Is really no purpose. But we got this move d4, and as this gets worse, and it is worse right now, we're actually going to flip around the board, and now we're the black pieces, because this is when things get bad. We're not going to be on the losing side for long here. And then the opponent, I mean, black did this move rook to e8, not the best move, but we're still going along with the plan here. Bishop b5, and then after bishop b5, we have this move, which is, we have knight to c6, which is a check in this position. Knight ge2. I know this is a horrible game, but I get it. But everybody needs to learn from this, okay? We have, after knight g to e2, we have queen takes on d4. I mean, we're just taking pieces now. We got castle king side. Now white wants to develop all their pieces. I get it, that's cool, because black is blundering all of this horribly. And actually, it kind of flipped back around to white side here. It really, this game flipped right back to white side here. So I guess, let's flip it back around. Like, what did they do here? what did they do here? That That was weird. Okay, after queen to e5, what is the best move here? Well, after queen to e5, what do y'all think? What do y'all think is the best move? I made a ween juice. AI is insane. No, this is two real people that played an online chess game. It was a rapid game. These are two real people under the rating of 500. That is a really cool wall chessboard. Thank you, Leviathan. I appreciate it, my boy.
Not gay,
Neo,
but how much
thank
though
you.
followed your
Hey,
channel?
important, especially for beginners to learn how to get out of the rough positions we put ourselves in. Yeah, exactly. That's why this game is fully important. Like, what is the best move though? Here for the white pieces, we tied. Not exactly. Actually, white is back winning. And you're correct. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Take horse. Oh, I guess y'all want to do bishop. So most of you probably seen a thread of queen to e5. Most of you. Queen is attacking the bishop on b5 at this present moment. And so N already set the best move, which is actually knight to c3. Is this a recording? No one even wrote that. New class, what are you talking about? You think I record this stuff? I teach live, baby. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, hombre. You know what I mean? This is a bueno stream. Yeah, knight to c3 was a really good move to defend the bishop, keep the tension going, and we messed up again. So we did this move rook to e1, and so I was thinking to myself, like, after the move rook to e1, one thing that beginners, like, this is a really good tip for people that is just starting out how to play chess. It's generally a good idea to keep all your pieces protected. It's generally a good idea. Just keep all your pieces protected. Don't just have them unprotected on like weird squares like b5. And so after rook to e1, queen takes on b5, the game just turned completely sour. And now we're just gonna have to like rotate it again a little bit because we're up a queen. We just got the bishop taken. We're good. What's up, my brother? What's up, homie? What's up? Oh, now you see our chat. What do you mean? I've been seeing your chat. Y'all just haven't been saying the best moves. Danny, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Blood think he is a sage. I am a sage. When it comes to like deciphering these type of games, I'm a sage. And y'all gotta respect that. I'm an expert sage. I'm in sage mode. I'm in, my last name is Uzumaki, like for real. Y'all don't know me like that. Like this game ends in actually 4 more moves, but we're gonna continue on. Knight to c3 now. And what is the best move here after knight to c3? What is the best move? What is the best move? Christopher, you had a choice. And you chose wrong, my friend. Wait a minute. Oh, where are you? You had a choice. Shut up and teach. Oh, my stream is crazy. Take rook. Right. Everybody should be saying the move, take rook. Where is the rook? What is the notation? Yeah, take the rook on e1. Right? Why did that feel like a self burn? Rook takes on e1. Checking the king. None of the pieces are doing anything. After rook takes on e1, king g2, what happens next here? Because I guess like black gained some cojones and like they started doing some good moves. And so what are we doing next here in this position? And this game actually ends in 2 moves. This game actually ends in 2 moves. Resigns for white is the best move. Yeah, it really is, honestly. Resigns for white is the best move. But they actually get checkmated in 2 moves. I don't know what that username is, but it's like an emoji. You're correct. Kevin, you're correct. Move rook like knight and take king. Yeah, just why not? Like just move rook like knight, take king and call it good. Like because we can capture kings nowadays. Like that's an illegal move. Why are they doing king g2? Queen f1. Who is that? Math nerd? Yeah, you're correct too. And that's a username. Like I'm streaming too many places. All right. I don't know what's TOS. That's a username. Queen f1, checking the king. The king had to move somewhere and moves to f3. And after King to f3. What is the best move? I need y'all to all to say it. Come on. I'm waiting. I need y'all all to say the best move. I'm waiting. And I need you to like the video and subscribe and follow. But I am waiting. What is the best move here? Yeah, I should all see it. I should see a whole line of people saying the best move. I did say that the game ends in 2 moves, right? I did say that. Aranda, JC. Wait a minute, not JC, not J. Actually, that move still works too. There's actually a couple ways to. Actually, no, that move does not work. Never mind. That move does not work. Yeah, it has to be a specific square with the knight, and most of you actually got it, which is cool. Knight to e5 is checkmate. If you do knight to d4, the king can still go to g4, so that's not checkmate at all. That's just some ridiculousness. We don't want that. But knight to e5 is what we want. Attack of the king cannot go back because of the queen, the king cannot go on the e file at all because of the rook, and this is it ended with a beautiful checkmate, even though there was a lot of horrible like black should have lost, but do not